This is Sylvia Saber with OpTv Global headlines. Starting with the top international stories for the day.
The commander of the United States military in the Pacific wants to expand and strengthen its ties with New Zealand. U.S. Indo-Pacific Command Admiral said he wanted to identify new areas where the U.S. could work with New Zealand. U.S. House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi has confirmed she will lead a congressional delegation to the Asia-Pacific region. Pelosi will visit Singapore, Malaysia, South Korea, and Japan. Massive flooding by rains has decimated eastern parts of the U.S. state of Kentucky. At least 26 people have been killed, with authorities predicting more fatalities in the coming days. Russian bombardment and shelling at Mykolaiv city of Ukraine killed a grain tycoon. Meanwhile, Kiev called for civilians to leave the frontline Donetsk region. Clashes have erupted between Iranian border guards and Taliban forces. An Afghan border officer has been killed and another wounded as both sides accuse the other of opening fire first. At least 80 people have been killed and 30 others are missing in the week-long flooding in Iran. The flash floods were caused by heavy rains over the last week. Russian bombardment of Ukraine's town of Bakhmut intensified. Russian President Vladimir Putin signed a new naval doctrine that casts the United States as Russia's main rival. India has decided to ground all its Soviet-era Russian fighter jets, the MiG-21, by 2025. Indian Air Force officials said the MiG-21s must be replaced before being grounded. Lebanon's armed Hezbollah group warned Israel against playing with time over maritime border dispute. Lebanon and Israel are locked in US-mediated negotiations to delineate their shared maritime border. Up next, we have the national updates. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif gave permission to Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa to speak to U.S. administration on IMF. The source said that the civil military leadership also discussed other options of how to secure the country's economy. Pakistan sends another delegation to Kabul for peace talks with banned outfit Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan militants based in Afghanistan. Visit of tribal jirga comes a day after return of Pakistani ulama delegation from Kabul. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif reached Quetta to oversee relief operations in the flood-affected areas of Balochistan. Shehbaz Sharif vowed to leave no stone unturned to rehabilitate flood victims. Chairman Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Imran Khan foresees general elections 6 to 8 weeks. PTI chief asked his party's lawmakers to start preparations for the general elections. He also asked Punjab Chief Minister to expedite implementation of Ehsaas program. Pakistan Army and Frontier Corps troops continue to engage in rescue and relief efforts in the flood-hit areas of the country. Low flood in Indus River at Attock, Tarbela, Chashma and Guddu, and medium flood at Naushera in Kabul River. Territorial rains-related death toll rose to 127 across Balochistan. The deadly rains have crippled transportation and commerce in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan. At least 10 have died as roof of a house collapsed in Azad, Jammu and Kashmir. Accident occurred at Tata Pani due to rains. 6 people drowned over the weekend at various points on Hawke's Bay. Over a dozen drowning incidents reported in Karachi in past 10 days. A Buddhist monk, Arya Wangsu from Thailand, visited the Peshawar Museum along with 20 followers. The monk showed interest in writing a book by researching the Buddhist relics in Taxila, Havelian, Savad, and Peshawar. Up next, we have the health updates. Officials in New York City of United States have declared a public health emergency due to the spread of the monkeypox virus. They call the city the epicenter of the outbreak. Up next, we have the updates on science and technology. Chinese rocket fell back to Earth over the Indian Ocean. NASA said Beijing had not shared the specific trajectory information and asked for spacefaring nations to share information in advance. Up next, we have the sports updates. Pakistani boxer Ilyas Hussain has qualified for the pre-quarter-final round of the boxing featherweight category of the Commonwealth Games 2022. Ilyas Hussain outclassed the Musoto boxer. Max Verstappen clinched a thrilling win at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Verstappen stormed through the field from 10th on the grid. India women cricket team defeated Pakistan by 8 wickets in Commonwealth Games. Now Pakistan are out of the semi-finals race. Up next we have the entertainment updates. The chief executive of Tesla, Elon Musk, tweeted Pakistan's most famous meme to take a jibe at the US government's policy on weed. The meme featured Pakistani famous cricket fan Sarim Akhtar with disappointed looks. Pakistani-American documentary filmmaker Muhammad Ali Naqvi bagged an Emmy Award nomination for his documentary Turning Point: 9/11 and the War. The 5-part series will compete in the Outstanding Politics and Government documentary category. Animated adventure DC League of Super Pets opened in theaters across North America. Disney's Thor: Love and Thunder took the number 3 spot. True crime-inspired dark comedy Vengeance barely cracked the top 10. Pakistani actress Aisha Umar gave a peep at the sets of the drama series Salahuddin Ayyubi in Turkey. The set has been constructed on 200 acres, giving vibes of older times. Up next, we have the business updates. Pakistan's ambassador to the United States, Masood Khan, has said that Pakistan's exports to the US have marked a year-on-year rise, a total volume of $9 billion at an annual growth rate of 35%. The US dollar, after days of hike in open market, saw a decline against Pakistani currency. In interbank market, the banks are still selling the greenback at Rs 243. In open market, the US dollar declined to 247 rupees.
CabaFusion is a pharmacist-owned, patient-focused team of professionals with over 30 years' experience providing intravenous medication to pediatric and adult patients in the comfort and safety of their own home. Founded by Dr. Sohail Masood, a pioneer in the home infusion industry and recipient of Ernst & Young's Entrepreneur of the Year Award, CabaFusion has 28 state-of-the-art compounding pharmacies across the country with service capabilities nationwide. Specializing in IVIG, SCIG, and acute therapies, our highly skilled infusion nurses are present throughout your treatment, and our clinicians are on call 24 hours a day. Please visit us at CabaFusion.com for more information.
शालीमार हलाल मीट एंड ग्रोसरीज अमेरिका का सबसे बड़ा आला क्वालिटी हलाल मीट चिकन एंड ग्रोसरी स्टोर। मौशी बहरान और महंगाई के तूफान में जकड़े हुए सार्फिन के लिए प्रेसिडेंट शालीमार ग्रुप ऑफ रेस्टोरेंट्स एंड किंग ऑफ स्वीट्स सेठ लतीफ की जानिब से कम्युनिटी हेल्प पैकेज, होल बेबी गोट एंड लैम्ब $8.99, बीफ विद बोन $3.99, बीफ कीमा $4.99, होल चिकन $2.49, चिकन लेग $1.49, क्लीन एंड कट होल चिकन $3.49, चिकन लेग $2.99, चिकन कीमा $2.99, zebra rice 40 pounds $55, शान मसाला $1.29, मुंतहा आला क्वालिटी पाकिस्तानी राइस $11.99 10 pounds बैग। मुंतहा राइस से पके खानों का मजा न आने पर पैसे वापस। इसके अलावा तमाम ग्रोसरी और मसाला जात नहायत कम नरखों पर दस्तयाब। We are accepting कुर्बानी orders with free cooking. EBT food stamps काबिल कबूल। शालीमार हलाल मीट एंड ग्रोसरीज, इस्लिन, न्यू जर्सी 732-283-7474।